This is going to be the nerdiest, most ridiculous cat training video you're ever going to watch, but it actually has a very practical use for it. I want to teach you how to teach your cat to vanquish evil. Yes, your cat can become, I don't know, the hero of time or something like that. We're teaching our cats something called targeting. Basically, the cat learns to touch their paw onto another object, which can be used to teach them to do all sorts of tricks or help with nail trims or press a button or any number of other uses. But instead of teaching one of those really practical behaviors, I'm gonna teach you a fun one. I'm gonna show you how to do this by teaching my cats how to press a button on my Nintendo Switch 2 controller, and I'm gonna have them beat Tears of the Kingdom for me. Now, this is a really special video for me to make, and I'll share why at the end, but first, let's talk cat training. This is going to be an adventure through time and Hyrule. In order to get going, you need a clicker, some treats, and your Nintendo Switch controller. There are a few optional methods that I'll go over that may require a few additional supplies that I'll mention as they become relevant, but those are the basics. Links
like the hero of time.
for some of the suggestions will be in the description if you need them. If you need a basic overview of clicker training, I do have a separate video for that, so I recommend checking that out. Our target behavior is the cat taking their cute little paw and pressing it down on the Y button on the controller with enough pressure to activate the button. There are two ways you can do this. One, you dive right in and just have them start pressing the button. And the other one, you teach your cat to touch something else first, and then you transfer that to the button that vanquishes evil. Again, it's the Y button. The Y button is the button that vanquishes evil. We'll start with the basic technique first. So grab your clicker, treats, and a controller. Keep the controller hidden from view to start. If your cat isn't already familiar with the clicker, you can give them 2 or 3 clicks followed immediately by a treat to help them begin building an association. But honestly, diving right in also works if your cat is new to clicker training. Keep in mind though that this is kind of an advanced behavior, at least the version of it I'm having you do, so you may want to practice with an easier behavior first. Hold the clicker, prep your treats, and then present the controller to your cat by setting it on the ground. What you do next depends on how your cat responds. Some cats may sniff it, some may touch it with their paw, some may just kind of look at it. It depends on the cat. If your cat touches it with their paw anywhere on the controller, not just on the button that we're targeting, click and immediately give them a treat. Your cat won't love me for saying this, but don't give them the whole churro if you're using a churro or some sort of similar goopy treat for this. Just a little bit of it. If they don't touch it, any interaction with it is fine. You can click for that. Looking at it, sniffing at it. Now, you're going to repeat this until your cat is reliably engaging with the controller in some way. How long will that take? I don't know. Poutine, how long will that take? Poutine doesn't know either. When I taught this to my cat Zoloft originally, he was really good at pawing things, so I just kind of prompted him with my finger and he began touching the controller. It took me like 5 minutes maybe to do this. Other cats, such as one that's on the screen right now, might not be as quick with this. No offense to my sweet Poutine. Yeah. Basically, listen to your cat. It may take a few sessions. Now that we've had a Poutine break, if you're actively playing through the game to get to the end so that you can actually do this, I recommend starting now. That way, you'll end up in the right spot by the time that your cat has learned the behavior that you're trying to do. By the time that your cat has learned the behavior, hi Poutine, what are you doing, my sweet Poutine? If your cat is sniffing the controller, gradually change what you click for so the cat has to get closer and closer to the controller. Eventually, they should touch it. Click for when that happens. Next, only click for when they touch the controller as long as they are reliably touching. Don't go too fast with this, and also you don't want to go too slow. There's a little bit of an art to figuring out exactly how many times you need to click at each step. We are gradually changing the behavior so the cat gets reinforced for doing each step until we reach our target behavior. This is a really effective way of teaching more complicated behaviors. Listen to your cat and don't make this too frustrating for them, or they're not gonna have a good time and the training just isn't gonna work. Next, we'll shape the behavior so the cat has to touch the buttons with their paw. You do this by gradually shrinking the part of the controller you click for when your cat touches it until it's only the main buttons containing our final target, the Y button. Start with all the buttons, but then eventually you only want to do it if your cat is clicking the Y button. One way to start moving towards this would be to start clicking only when they touch the top part of the controller, and then only the joystick and above, and then only the buttons. Eventually, they need to touch the Y button or no click. Quick aside that's directly relevant to the training plan. I came up with the idea for this a few years ago with my cat Zoloft when Tears of the Kingdom was first released. I was joking around about how he would help me destroy moblins and earn rupees. When I got to the end of the game, I decided that he was going to finish off the final boss for me, and the idea was born. When I taught this to Zoloft, he took about 1 session and 5 minutes to learn this. Spoiler alert, as I'm about to talk about the ending of the game without going into too many specifics, he pressed the Y button to deliver the final blow to the Demon King at the very end of the game with enough pressure for the button to activate. Some cats will naturally do this, but for others, you might need some work. First, let's take a trip through time, much like the hero of time, and talk about the other method of getting to this point is you may find it useful for teaching your cat to put pressure on the button. This method may also make the behavior more generalizable, so you can use it for other behaviors that you want. Get a sticky note, washcloth, or some other small object that you can teach your cat more easily to touch with their paw. You use basically the same process to first get your cat to touch that object. Click when they touch the sticky note, and then move the sticky note around to different locations. When your cat is good at that, place the post-it on the controller. Click when they touch the post-it note on the controller. Once you've repeated this a few times so your cat is reliably touching it, remove the sticky note or start cutting it into smaller pieces so the cat has a smaller area to touch in order to earn the click. To save yourself some time, as you're cutting down the post-it note, move it onto the Y button, so then you've already done part of the shaping process that I talked about earlier. Don't make this any more work than it needs to be. You need that time to do all the side quests in Tears of the Kingdom. Now, we just need to get them pressing the button. I'm gonna talk about some things to avoid doing, and then we'll get to some of the better methods. First, don't try pressing your cat's paw into the button because they will just be annoyed with you. You want them to choose to press down. Pushing your controller into the paw and trying to force it under them, nope, skip it. Your cat will not enjoy the training and it will actually become more difficult. You want training to be fun for your cat. Better options include luring your cat across the controller so they step on it as they're walking. This is hard to do with smaller controllers, so consider trying an accessory controller that is solid and stable when your cat steps on it instead of the Joy-Con controllers. I actually did this with Zoloft originally, which may have been why it was so easy, and also he was just a smart dude. Using the targeting method with a sticky note can also work here to either clue your cat where to press, or you can use it to get them to follow it as they walk over the controller. My favorite method, though, I actually came up as I was working on this video, and thank you to Poutine for inspiring it. Poutine happened to be sitting by our Sheer Fun for Cats as I was trying to get him to apply pressure when it dawned on me that why not move the controller under the Sheer Fun for Cats? Poutine is very playful, as evidenced by how much he has come through the screen during this video. Poutine will paw at it like a toy, and you can kind of see it under the Sheer Fun for Cats because it's, you know, sheer, hence the name, Sheer Fun for Cats. It's very descriptive. Cats being cats, he was naturally going to apply more pressure because he was trying to, you know, at the controller. Because the Switch controller lights up when it's pressed, if it's off, there was an easy gauge of whether or not he was pressing it hard enough. This leads to the final step, and warning that there are some light spoilers coming up. Get your cat queued up to the final boss and the final moment where they have to press the Y button to deliver that final blow. There's plenty of time for them to press the button at the very end to deliver that final crushing blow, so you can just present them the controller and let them obliterate evil. Wow, your cat just saved the kingdom. If you want to, there is one more part after the final blow that does require you to press and hold the A button. For a big challenge, you can train your cat to press different buttons and add in duration to hold down the A button. That's a little bit beyond the scope of this video, so I'll save training a cat to do something for longer, which is the same thing as training for duration, for a separate video. Some general troubleshooting and a final story. I'd like to think that Zoloft helped his brothers through this, much like how Zelda helped Link through time. Zelda wasn't physically there, but she was able to help him. Zoloft was much easier to get to do this than both Poutine and Prozac. No offense, boys. Zoloft just kinda got it right away. The reason this video is so special to me is that I'm posting it on the 2-year anniversary of when Zoloft passed. I made this in honor of him. Training this behavior with him was one of our last big, fun, silly training things we did together. Working on it with his brothers was emotionally challenging for me on many levels because of these two goofuses being just, again, a little bit more challenges, but also because the last time I opened the save file from our first playthrough was when Zoloft beat the Demon King. And a lot of emotions were drug up when I saw that screen. It's very appropriate that I'm making a video about Tears of the Kingdom and I'm tearing up a little bit here. Also, Zoloft was very easy to train with, so, there was a little bit less frustration there. If you find this hard, go backwards or change your plan. Listen to your cats as they'll tell you what you need. Poutine is very playful, and listening to him, I was able to figure out the sheer fun for cat string. This was a very special bonding activity with my current dudes that connected them to Zoloft, and becoming frustrated in no way helps anyone. Much like how Link got help from the sages, don't feel like you have to do this alone. Consider finding a professional cat trainer to help you if you really get stuck, or work on some of your training skills. This isn't necessarily that easy to train. It will help you if you try and expand this to additional behaviors later to practice and try and figure out some of the ins and outs of the training with your individual cat. Now, if you'll excuse me, Poutine is off harassing the Great Fairy, so I need to, oh my God, Poutine, put her hair down. She's gonna turn you into an Octorok. Oh my God, gotta go.